The physical scars of Hurricane Katrina are healing up, but the psychological wounds, well, they continue, not only for victims, but also aid workers. Dr. Terry Lyles has just returned from evacuation shelters in Charlotte, North Carolina and Greenville, South Carolina. He's the author of a new crisis response manual that he hopes will help people who are dealing with long-term effects of this and other catastrophes. Dr. Lyles, first tell us what you saw. You know, I've seen some interesting reporting that a number of the folks who you might think are traumatized are actually pretty helpful, happy and thankful. What did you see?
Yes, it's good to be with you, Tony. Well, you know, people that are considered walking wounded, they function pretty well for a period of time. What happens is when that tragedy begins to wear off, it kind of develops into other things. And that's why we try to go into these shelters as I go train workers, rescue workers, and also survivors and victims on how to deal with the short, medium, and long-term essence of stress.
Let's talk about the short term. A lot of people went to a football game last weekend, and that proved tonic for the soul because New Orleans Saints ended up beating Charlotte.
They did. It was great to watch 180 people board those buses to go to the arena to watch this game. Many of them didn't go because they didn't think they would win, and they came back with a surprise victory, and it sure raised the spirits in the shelter.
So in the short run, one of the things you try to do is to give people something else to think about. What about medium term?
Well, it's more of the same. This stress recovery manual that we put together that we're going to give away that people can get onto the website and get as a free service, we actually go through the systems of the psychological, the emotional, the physiological ways to recover properly. Shifting something from a threat to a challenge in your mind, and also knowing how to recover, take frequent breaks, move, oscillate, hydrate correctly, can make a huge difference in how someone recovers in a healthy way.
And in the long run, they got to have something to shoot for. As you said, think of challenges rather than the hardships.
Just the threat alone, absolutely. I mean, I met so many people in those shelters. We were able to place several hundred of those in shelters in a few days period of time, with most of the shelters getting emptied out now. I also train wellness coaches across the country, one of those in a Zest Quest program in the Carolinas, and we basically put these coaches into schools. We need to be doing the same thing into these shelters and these torn areas that people can help train and counsel these people as they continue to recover on a long-term basis.
All right, Terry Lyles, good luck and thanks for joining us.